The 4-step method to high performance trading is about bulletproofing your daily routines, your executions, your skill set, your mindset, and your beliefs to execute your edge trading in live time. The 7-step daily routine for high performance traders is about developing daily routines and processes, building your headspace, your belief system, your mindset, and your daily habits to bulletproof yourself to master the markets. It's a free audio program. The links are in the description box below. They're both free downloads. Let's get started. G'day trader, Stacey Burke from Stacey Burke Trading, a short mindset reset video, a technical video to start the new week to reinforce to traders simplicity, reproducibility, and scalability. We're looking at a simple pump and dump weekly template, an example in the playbook, page 19 and 20, the dump and pump template example. Now, understanding that each week I'm just looking for repeating signal days and setups. I repeat in every video, markets are either in breakout or they're in consolidation. And in that weekly template, we can have signal days, first red day, first green day, the inside day, or days closing in breakout, either a single day or multiple days of breakouts in a weekly template. Whether it's a pump, coil, and dump or a dump, coil, and pump template, everything starts from Friday's closing price. Monday is the opening range. That sets our new high and low heading into a new week. Tuesday, day 2, typically expands the range. Wednesday's the midpoint range of the week, and we can see either reversal or blow-off moves. 2 types of trades on a day 3. Wednesday's the midpoint range of the week, and we can see either reversal or blow-off moves. 2 types of trades on a day 3. Markets that will blow off in the direction of the trend, a trend trade, number 1, or reversal trades, day 1, day 2, day 3, reversing from a weekly extreme. Or we can see multiple days of breakouts and potentially an entire range reversal, day 2 on the backside. And sometimes we can see those on markets that have gone on extended runs on the front side of a week. Because all markets only do 3 things, I'm looking for one of these opportunities 2 to 3 times a week. An A triple plus, we can have multiple days of breakouts, as we just said. We can have an A double plus, a daily range, a reversal from a weekly extreme. Now, I like shorting opportunities, so I'm always hunting markets that are potentially offering me a short selling opportunity. And we can have the A plus, the session reversal, because signal days are what puts an instrument up on our watch list. Once we have instruments on our watch list, how do they set up into our timing window? It doesn't matter if you want to go in the long direction or the short direction. We have the V bottom or the A top, or we have the pump, coil, and dump template, which I love to look for, or the dump, coil, and pump template. Now, I want to repeat to traders, this is the pattern that I'm looking for over and over and over again on any instrument. So when I say to traders, what setup are you hunting, or you say you're confused or you're not sure what you're doing, I want you to understand I am looking for the exact same setups repeatedly, signal days and then setups. So I'm not looking to try and figure out a market. Does the market set up into the timing window to offer me the pump, coil, and dump opportunity? Markets only do 3 things, so I'm looking for signal days. Do I get that setup in the New York session? So we'll take a quick run through last week's major pairs. We have our US dollar index. Monday, the opening range. Understand I'm allowing the market to set up. I'm not trying to read markets, count pushes, soups, blocks, runs, draws, imbalances, inversions, premiums, discounts, etc. We're looking at closing prices of daily charts. We have a market closing and breakout on day 2. Tuesday, day 2 typically expands the range. Now, I'm trading the New York session. If traders in Asia were looking for a parabolic day 2 range expansion, well, they may have participated in this opportunity, a market that gave an indication of a range expansion on Monday, day 1, the opening range. When you see a range expansion, the market is sending a very loud, clear signal that is getting ready to move in the direction of that expansion. Paul Tudor Jones. I'll repeat the same themes over and over again. My job is not to think, have an opinion, or anything else. Where's the signal, and does it set up into the New York timing window? Day 2 closed in breakout. Wednesday, day 3 gives a signal on the day. I'll repeat, signals on the day are markets that break daily levels again for a day 3 reversal setup in the New York timing window. Now, I want to also mention to traders, this may not have been the best setup. Remember what I said earlier in the video. Watch list, instruments on your watch list that give signal days, and then which one is the best opportunity in the session for me to take advantage of if that setup presents. So this is where we can measure risk reward. Now, this is a nail and bail opportunity. There may have been a better setup on a different instrument. That's for the trader to decide which setups they execute the best, and then making a decision. And you heard me use the phrase one and done. Pick an instrument, which one sets up the best, execute the trade, lock in the money, and walk away. As the rest of the weekly template unfolds, we have a market that now closes back in consolidation, trades back up to the weekly level, and again, determining whether or not on the backside, day one, day two, we had CPI on Friday. And as we talk about, all markets only do one of three things all the time, every single week. So traders, we're on a 30-minute chart, but this is a daily template. So once traders train their eyes and understand that we're looking for signal days based on the daily time frame, then understanding the opportunity will crystallize. Process, process, process. Now, the purposes of this video is for traders to understand the process. I don't care if you want to go long, if you want to go short, if you want to do both. I just mentioned I'm looking for pump, coil, and dump opportunities. But it's really simple. As I repeat, I can go through a chart in 5 seconds. Is it offering me a signal for my watch list? I'm not worried about trying to catch every move on the Japanese yen or any other instrument. I'm looking for pump, coil, and dump opportunities. Monday opening range, a range expansion, as we just talked about it. We now potentially have a market that may be expanding the range on day two. A dump, coil, and pump, day two, range expansion, expanding the range for traders who are trading the Asian session in the long direction, continuing to trade higher. Closing and breakout, is there a pump, coil, and dump setup for me in my New York session? Train your eyes to move horizontally at the levels. No setup for me. Traders in the Asian window have a day two backside trend continuation opportunity. Dump, coil, and pump trend continuation, day two backside, expanding the range on the backside of the week. Heading into CPI Friday, pumping higher again, dumping down on high impact major red news again, spiking down, wiping out higher level longs, consolidates into Thursday's range in breakout from our opening range. Day one, day two, day three, reset an inside day, putting that instrument on traders' watch lists. Two types of opportunities potentially setting up, reversal or trend trades. And this is just an example of a weekly template that continues to trend. Monday, the opening range, again, higher highs on day one. Traders, just training your eyes to recognize one of two templates as we start our new week. Dump, coil, and pump heading into our Europe-London session for the day two range expansion. We now have a signal day. Day one, day two, expanding the range. Europe Open, V bottom, buy setup. So go back through your charts on your smaller time frames from the playbook, the basic model for trade entry criteria, page 29 in the playbook, and you'll find that these are very simple, scalable opportunities if you follow the process. Closing in breakout, and we have an opportunity for a nail and bail, but this is where, again, I repeat to traders, which instrument gave us the best opportunity? We can look at our two blue lines, level to level. Which one is offering us the best asymmetrical risk reward? And then which one sets up into the timing window? Day one, day two, day three, reset. A market that breaks out and continues to trade higher. Day two on the backside of the week for an A double plus, level to level. Day two reversal, range reversal on the backside of the week. Thursday, day two, range reversal setup. Is it an A double plus, an A triple plus, or an A plus opportunity? I'm looking for the pump, coil, and dump reversal setups, level to level. Get a first red day signal on Thursday. High impact major red news, CPI would have kept traders out of that. Now recognize, again, all markets only do three things. They break out, they stay in breakout, they break out again, they reverse and fail. and they close the week out in consolidation. Day 1, day 2, day 3 on the back side of the week. Looking at the US dollar Canadian, we have a little snowplow beginning of our week, lower lows. At the close of Tuesday, we have a first red day signal, page 58 in the playbook. And on the day, we have a breakout again, a signal on the day, lower lows, setting up potentially for our pump and dump opportunity. Pumping up, taking out the current high of the day level and reversing into our New York session for the parabolic first red day setup on day 3. Day 1, day 2, day 3, blowing off in the direction of our trend. Reset, we have day 1. Day 2 is a signal day on the backside of the week. And we have CPI Friday. We have longs triggered in the market early off of some impact red news based on the Trump-Canadian tariff negotiations, training your eyes to move horizontally at the levels. Day 1, day 2, day 3. Wednesdays are midpoint range of the week and our reset heading into the backside of the week. And we have the A+ session reversal closing out the week. Friday's the closing range of the week. Day 1, day 2, day 3. Two types of trades. A range reversal opportunity on the Canadian dollar after CPI, heading into our third hour after 10 a.m. for easy free cash. Signal days. Now, this is just 4 US dollar cross instruments. So there are other major currency pairs as well as their cross rates. We have energies, indexes, and metals. Now, remember what I said earlier. I'm looking for one particular setup, pump, coil, and dump, or the sell high setup, the A top. Now, I trade New York, so which instrument is offering me the best setup into my New York window? Keeping everything simple, reproducible on any instrument, scalable, frequently recurring. I don't want science projects and a whole bunch of variables. If in doubt, stick to the plan. What setup are you hunting? In closing, let me repeat, all markets only ever do 3 things, week in and week out, the same things over and over and over again. Traders, on the other hand, are potentially able to do lots of things, or they become a rock and a constant in a sea of chaos and start hunting the same repeating money-making opportunities that occur every week. Stick to the plan, traders. It's going to be the same thing this week. Different instruments, same setups, same opportunities. Rinse and repeat. Have a great week, traders. Let's make this our best week ever by sticking to the plan. Have a great day, and may the markets go with you.